Pixels family, Bustin Pixels familia, Onyx Con familia. What's happening, my peoples? What's happening, my monetization nation? My peoples who gonna hit that subscribe button, my peoples who gonna like this video, my people who gonna watch it from beginning to end. What's good? And if you don't watch it all the way from the beginning to the end, I understand. I be playing for a long time. Sometimes I go hours. I be getting it in, y'all. But we back. It's Vampire the Masquerade, and this is Blood Hunt. A vampire war game, tactical weaponry, sci-fi elements. It's got all that. Like going out here and chilling with Omnis. We got the bad beats going. I love the beats. And I think in the last month they updated his playlist, because when I first started playing this game months ago, you would only hear one track. I think they just added this track that you hear right now. It's groovy. Check it out. found a tower at the last minute. I was about to start sniping these fools. Oh well. So be it. So yo, let me give a shout out because I was checking out somebody's channel here on YouTube. I'm always on YouTube researching, watching my favorite people who I already follow, and then of course finding new ones. And because we're a multi-niche channel, I get a lot of inspiration for new content from watching other content creators. And one of our main ingredients, besides our Bustin Pixels content right here as you're watching, is we deal with one we call relationship goals in the art life. So that's my relationship-based content. And it's from the perspective, especially of a straight man out here single. And, you know, I've come from my own vantage point, but I also add in perspectives and things I've been privy to from the ladies I've dated and just good friends of mine and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tend to go live when I'm doing my side gigs. I do a lot of courier work and stuff to fill in the gaps, you know what I'm saying? Got to make it one way or another, y'all. And I'm not ashamed of it. I like to share it because I know in this art life, there's other artists that follow this channel that may need that inspiration, may need, or anybody who, whether you're an artist or not. I mean, a lot of people can relate to an artist's life from the way their finances and everything are set up. Maybe they're on a fixed income. Maybe they realize they can't get out here and pretend like most folks in America these days that, oh, we all balling and we all hitting six figures just because everybody in the dating pool says that's what they're looking for. Don't mean everybody making that money. As a matter of fact, that is the minority. The millionaires and figurenaires, okay, you know, they are truly a minority. And there's this fallacy in this country that, you know, everybody's wealthy, and it's just not true. So when you face that and you realize that, you know, the numbers, you know, for me, it was a personal thing to realize that some years ago. And I'll be honest, I really first realized it from the late great, and not always great in his delivery, but nonetheless, not take no points away, Mr. Kevin Samuels, who, you know, you either loved him, hated him, or respect him. You know, I respect and loved some of his content. You know, I say some because I wasn't always with him on how he would deliver it, but I knew his intention, and for that I loved it. And he was very brilliant in understanding his market, and he's a great example of how to build that part of anybody's content. If you want to deal with relationship stuff, you got to figure out, you know, where you stand, what your ideals are, and I think it would behoove, my word, I love it, it would behoove one to, you know, be real, be honest, because you'll get caught in your lies if you know, I'm an actor, and I always tell people acting is not lying. Real acting is becoming, okay? But while I can pull on parts of my genuine personality and exaggerate them from my acting skills to make content more exciting or something, I'm going to always be real with you. I'm going to always be coming from a place of honesty of who I am, because I don't want to be nothing else. I just, it's exhausting. You know, it's like, unless I'm going to really play another character, and I reserve that for, you know, for film. And we do, we make short films here too when we get the budget, and that takes longer. Haven't done one in a while, but I'm saying it's been done. So you can look back and see what I mean. Biggity, What Is It? A film that we put out here for HonestCon, through HonestCon, and very proud of that work. But my point is that, you know, going back to Kevin Samuels, he said, you know, he would always tell people about that reality check that for women who are so obsessed with having a six-figure or a millionaire man, that is like less than, I think it's like, what is it? It's like 10% of the total U.S. population, if I remember right. And it's like 1% for black men. It's true. And, you know, and he would deal with the black community. You know, he deal with our issues on that. And time and time again, you know, you see these women come on who they're so smart, they're so educated, but people are educated within their expertise. If your expertise ain't statistics on relationships, or if you don't have an interest in that, which it would, again, behoove you, if you're out here dating, to know some of this stuff, because it can help you get a realistic picture about why you can't seem to find certain things you're looking for. It's damn near impossible. It's like, It's just this, like, you know, I'm lucky to be universe blessed, thanks to my parents for the genes, that I am tall. So for the whole 6 foot thing, yeah, gotcha, ladies. I'm 6'2". I'm right at 6'2". I'll be honest about that. Like, you know, shoes off. I got one of those weird measurements that, like, you go, any doctor, anybody's gonna always say 6'2", man. Because I had it done precise one time, and it was like 6'1.5". But it's like, you put on a pair of shoes, there you go, you at 2. So, you know, being in the 6'2" club, I got that part. I just, oh snap, I'm coming for it. Let me get this fruit. That's what I'm talking about. With the hands. With the hands. So being in the 6'2" club, yep, got that. And they talk about, you know, the 666 thing, 666 man that the women nowadays all want. You want you to be 6 feet tall, have 6 inches of you know what. I'm like, okay, I got you. Ladies, I got you. Okay. But then they also want you to be 6 figures. I'm like, okay, ladies, I'm working on it. Ain't nobody rich, all right? Working on it. Life goals. May not ever get there. Not gonna be losing my mind if I don't. I mean, I do believe it's possible, and I know I can. I got all the right attributes to make it happen. I'm dealing with all the right stuff to make that happen someday. But if it didn't, if I just got to 60,000 a year, and I can afford to go on a vacation and get my passport stamped every year for the rest of my life, that's a personal goal. Goal accomplished. Do the content for Honest Con. Goal accomplished. You know, put food on my table, always have a good meal, goal accomplished. And I've been married, don't have kids. I'm an uncle. If I wanted to be married again, yo, I want a woman who understands marriage is a team effort. It ain't no, you know, you just butter me up and I give you what I think you want, and that ought to be good enough. You know, it's like, oh, you get a lot of sex, and I'm good. Yeah, of course I want that. But some women out here literally think that all they gotta do is just screw their way into sitting around being lazy and never have to do much more than check the man's bank account and go shopping. They don't even cook. They don't do. I mean, we hear all the stuff all the time. So many women not have any of the old school skills. And so I'm sharing all this because I was saying I'm looking at other folks' stuff, and I found this dude's channel. Brother who looks like he's probably about my age. He's got the same kind of graying, but you can't go off of that. Like some people gray prematurely, and their hair be getting gray, silver in their 20s and all that. But more than likely, he's about 50, maybe 45 at the least, you know. And you can hear it in what he says. It's just a certain type of maturity that you get when you get my age. And I'm in my late 40s, you know what I mean? So we talk different. We see the world different because we've been through things. So I really like this channel. I went ahead and subscribed. Tell y'all what his name and all that is in a minute. I can't be messing with my phone while I'm out here busting pixels, you know. But if you're interested, follow this channel and you like all of our content and relationship goals in our life, it's also interesting to you, that you'll love his channel. I'm telling you, I was quite entertained. I thought it was pretty good, what he was saying in most cases. And I'm not just looking for people who sound just like me. I follow some people who say some stuff that's completely left field of what I'm about, but they have other things they say that I really enjoy. There you go. And so, you know, I look for that. I look for that balance of energy and different perspectives and things I didn't think of, or things I wouldn't say the way somebody else says it. It's good to see the differences, because then you can be honest about how it is out here, instead of just, you know, it's just my way or the highway. No, you gotta face it. Other people are thinking too, and it may be ass backwards sometimes, or it may be right on point. So you can't just come up with critical analysis and try to help people see the world for what it is without knowing what's really going on in the world. So you gotta go dig around in the dirt with everybody's perspective and see what they got to say. So, like I say, this dude is not the dirt. It's really quality. I like what he's saying. I think what's interesting, I think I'll learn a lot from watching his channel, because He's supposedly a PhD. I don't know what his degree is in, but he's got that sophistication about how he approaches the topics, and he's analytical, which I am too. So he was talking about how he feels that people need to just get off of dating apps, and he was breaking down why. And he was speaking from, the same perspective as me. Like, he's a straight man dating. He's in his older age. He said getting back out there. So I assume, but I haven't heard him say this yet in the video, but I pretty much know he either was in a long-term relationship or he was married and now divorced or something. But he kept saying getting back out there, getting back out there. But that's there for him every time. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Let's get him. Let's get him, team. Right. That's right. Let's get him, team. Let's get him. Come on, team. Hold on, yeah, we have the business now. We have the business. Yes. Yay. Yay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Victory. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. He had dropped a lot of knowledge, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it, who he is, and tell you his channel in case you're curious. If you made it this far, if you're actually watching, he goes by Big with 2 G's, Big L, BIGG, middle initial L, and then PhD. That's his channel. Big L PhD. So far so cool. I like what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? I watched one video completely, and then I watched 2 others about halfway, and I see no no flaws. As the kids say, I detect no lies. I see all facts. So it's facts. He's just dropping bombs about it. But the one thing he said that cracked me up, he was talking about, in his research of the effects mentally of being on dating apps, and how there's researchers saying that, it hits all the dopamines and everything in people's chemistry to feel appreciated, especially women, because there's more men online on dating apps than there are women, which is interesting to know because there's so many women. So whenever I'm looking at it from that perspective, I'm thinking, damn, if there's twice as many dudes, good gosh, because there's a lot of women on the apps I be on anyway. And I think the saddest thing I run into before it happens out there is so many women, like when you do get attention, I'm aware of myself. I tell y'all because I want you to understand my perspective, not because I'm bragging. I know I'm considered a handsome guy. This is what every woman always says as soon as they meet me. That don't mean she's gonna be into me. That don't mean we end up dating. That don't mean I end up getting the skins. You know what I'm saying? It's just they stating facts. And if I think they're attractive, oh yeah, you tell a lady she's pretty. That don't mean you really want to get it. You just acknowledging what you see. So I get that point. I get those points. But the thing I'm always faced with is, they can be attracted, but attracted is not enough. And they can be attracted and they can be attractive. But as soon as I get to the things on the list that we all have of what works and what don't work, the boundary list, it's a done deal half the time. Not even half the time, like shit, 90% of the time, quite frankly. Like most all the younger ones these days, they all don't. You ain't gonna see that on no dating app, no way, hardly. They don't have many life skills. They don't cook. They don't want to do any house things. They don't even want to be active outside of nothing but a club. Just go to the club, and they all addicted to weed and drinking hard. They say that's another statistic. They say women now are drinking harder than men in some cases. That's scary, y'all. That's scary. That's real scary. Because the health issues, you may not see the other end of it, but ain't nobody about to do this. But I'm saying I wouldn't even do this. But I'm saying if you just wanted to face the reality, you just went and sat in the waiting room in a hospital, you'd probably be shocked at how many younger folk come in. And I have had my own situations with health stuff, but it wasn't because of me doing anything like drinking or smoking. It was dietary things that I've spoken on here on the channel, because I did it on purpose. I put my life out there on purpose to help somebody who might be going through what I was going through. dealing with kidney stones. Not a joke. And it wasn't even because I was drinking soda or anything like that. I've been killed soda when I was a kid. I don't eat a lot of super fatty foods and stuff. It wasn't even that. It was certain naturally very healthy things that just for my particular body don't work. And I'm not alone. I found out that 1 out of 10 people have this situation. So there's different situations, but then there's people who are just doing stuff that's guaranteed to jack up anybody. I mean, just guaranteed. Drinking and smoking in excess will mess up anybody. And you can drink in moderation and be perfectly healthy. But when you over drinking, you're gonna have problems. Smoking in general is always bad. I had a lady from CDC tell me one time back when I was doing ride share. Had her on a ride. He was talking to her on a long ride, like an hour or something. So we had plenty of time talking. She broke down a lot of stuff to me. She was telling me the truth about what all these kids be doing, grown older folk doing, and how they get the results and they know. Like she was talking about hookah. She said hookah's worse than cigarettes. I said, whoa. She said, yeah, because of the environments that it's typically in. People go to clubs, they sit up in there in a boxed-in area with no ventilation. You're not just breathing the hookah that you're smoking, you're breathing the people next to you across the room. So all of that chemical in your lungs over time, if you're doing this routinely, because I hear people say, when I'm on a dating app and I meet a lady and she says she does that, I'll be like, how often do you do that? Well, just when I'm out with my friends. Okay, how often do you go out? I mean, I'm a homebody. I'm real chill and laid back. The phrases that they all say. Yeah, okay, well, how often? I mean, like maybe once every weekend we get together or every other weekend. Okay, add that up in a year. And every time you smoking that stuff in a room full of other folks smoking that stuff, it is what it is. It just is what it is, y'all. It's doing what it's doing. But you can't tell nobody. The saddest part is like, if anybody ever hears this, and they're the person I'm talking about, they're gonna be offended. They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be, oh, lame, lame. What is your response to calling somebody a lame got to do with the truth? what's that gonna change about? The wisdom was trying to come through, and you were not trying to hear it. Because that's all that is when people react like that. They mad because it's like, damn, you got a point. I just don't. Well, what else am I gonna do? Because it makes me feel good. I need something else to. If I put that down, I better get something else to replace it. Well, that's kind of what I'm gonna say. Find something else to replace it. You know what I'm saying? Find something else to replace it. That's how it is with every habit. Like the thing I didn't like. I like the guy's channel, but as soon as I saw don't use dating apps, I thought, oh man, I didn't feel attacked, but I felt pinpointed. Like the algorithm knows I'm dealing with these topics and I'm doing content about relationships and I'm watching stuff about relationships. So they're like, yeah, send them that video. And I'm like, damn, they know I be on the dating apps. And there's not a lot of them. I go with about 2 or 3 of them. I got one new one that I tried. I've been about ready to let that one go, actually. And it's sad because I really needed something. But the ones I know best, that work best, that I've had the best results from, yeah, everything you hear is true. It can be very disappointing day to day. You're wasting a lot of time, you feel like, when you're sitting there and swipe. And you're not doing it when you got other more important stuff to do. But it can sometimes distract you when you need to be doing those more important things. So I know that's true when the guy was saying this in his video. He was saying, it's a distraction. He does this, because I said, damn, he ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. That's true. I've caught myself sometimes like, go and get my behind up and go do what I need to be doing right now, and I get back to it. That's another reason why I like doing content for y'all, for the channel, because I know I can be honest with y'all and share some stuff like, say, hell, I want you to support the channel, but I don't want you to waste no time here on YouTube. Like, if I say something that inspires you and you need to go, all I ask is, hey, come back. Don't put us down, just come back. Keep watching later, but yeah, go do what you need to do. Go, handle your main thing, your business, whatever. Don't get so addicted to any of this stuff that you can't be honest and realistic about how it's affecting your flow. because it will get in the way sometimes. It will, and it's a lot of emotional parts of it too. When you finally do meet somebody or think you don't met somebody, you start chatting, and then within one day to share, or 3 day max. It seemed like for me when it comes to failures on these apps is you either realize you're dealing. I mean, if it's a scammer, I found that out in the first few hours typically. I had an incident recently though. I wondered if it was. I said, man, that's probably if that was a scammer. That was the best scammer ever. They had me chatting with them for like 3 days before I was like, you know what, lady, I'm piecing this all together. You did this and then you did this. Why would anybody do that? You know, it was like one of them kind of situations. And then they got all offended and tried to, throw it back on me like I was overreacting when I just had noticed something that didn't make sense. And they refused to explain themselves, and that's when I knew. I said, "Yeah, this some bullshit," and I was done. But how much time had to be wasted for me to figure that out? I'm like, golly, can't keep doing it like this, y'all. So then you say, well, maybe I'll get out here in the real world and try to meet somebody. Psh, easier said than done. It's a different place now. You can't barely talk to nobody no more. You walk up and talk to a complete stranger in the wrong environment, or an environment that's not already openly social to dating type vibes. Like, okay, I went to House in the Park for Labor Day. Fun dance event. So, okay, for anybody who used to go to real dance clubs, it's got that vibe. You know what I'm saying? If you were to stand close enough to somebody to dance near them long enough to whisper over to them, hey, you want to dance? Or just kind of get close enough to them to kind of bump shoulders, and next thing you know, y'all dancing together. It can happen now. It can happen. It can happen in that environment. And the women are open to it more so because they know they're going to get attention. If they come out looking sexy and stuff, they're with their friends typically. So they feel a little protected if somebody's acting weird, which is cool. I understand that when ladies go through that. I agree with being safe. It's too weird out here, but in that environment, I mean, you're talking about it's 15,000 people. You ain't really got to worry about too much. Everybody gonna see something crazy when it happens. There he is. Almost got him. But so anyway, I turned it into more of a photo op opportunity and video opportunity. I got a chance to talk with a couple of real cuties when I was there. Oh snap! Most of them were younger cuties, whatever, and everything. And I do mean still of age. I don't play that mess. I mean, come on. They're grown women, they're just younger, you know what I mean? And I'm one who is like, I'm all for it if you mature enough. I don't care. I'm all about the maturity because I dealt with folks old as hell and they just crazy and unbalanced and insecure and unrealistic and everything else. So all that matters in the end is what works. And so, so I'm just saying, like, environments like that, you can talk to somebody. We used to be able to say back when I was growing up, when I hit like college or even all the way back to high school, when you first realized that type of talk that people would say, yeah, you meet somebody in the grocery store. And they used to make scenes in movies and sitcoms like that. Someone would be in the grocery store squeezing fruit and stuff. The person across them would say, "Are those good?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, they are. They're almost as beautiful as you." And some corny line, whatever. And next thing you know, they talking and they're laughing. The lady's laughing, so now you made her laugh. She might like it. And then the next thing you know, he say, "Hey, I would really like to take you out. Oh, I'd love to go out." Blah 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 blah. They go out. They start dating. They have a relationship. A few months later, it keeps flowing. Da 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 da. I mean, that was movie stuff. But I'm saying nowadays, man, even what I just described probably sounds absolutely bizarre to somebody in their 20s or 30s because they didn't grow up seeing none of that be normalized. They grew up with everybody suspicious of everybody. And in every city, like in Atlanta, that ain't now. Atlanta done become like that now. And it's not completely like that, but it's on the way to being like New York and places where people don't speak and don't say hi. Like, I mean, you don't walk downtown Atlanta and just be saying hi to people. You know, you get the right person to look at you. If you're from Atlanta like me, and you get a real one from Atlanta, and y'all catch eyes, I still say hi to people because I can tell they from Atlanta and they got that southern energy. Like, we just know how to still be everyday people. And, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? All right, brother. All right. Hey, sis, how you doing? All right now. Or just, hey, or even if they look weird, like, I can't believe you spoke to me, they'll still be like, oh, hey, you know, they'll do it still. But, like, when that gets strange, when all of that becomes bizarre, you got a problem. Because now you can't talk to nobody. Everybody thinks they're going to be a victim if they're the first one to be nice. And that's whack, man. That is not the way to be living. That is not the way to freaking be living. Get them up. Not the way to be living, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a fantasy video. These fools out here like this. They having vampire wars in reality. You know, you don't trust nobody, can't talk to nobody, everybody's the enemy. It's whack. Really whack. So, you know, I'm gonna have to even try and put my theory to the test. I've been thinking about it lately. Like, I'm good with walking up to a lady in public. Like, I don't have no fear about that at all. It's more about energy, though. I pay attention before I speak. I don't want to waste my time. Like, I was just on the belt line a few weeks ago walking. And most time when I go out there, I get it. You know, it's a good exercise and it's a good people watching observation time. It's just fun to just do that. But every now and then I'll see a young lady who looks nice and I'll be like, damn, probably gotta say something. But if I walk towards that lady and she starts giving me this look like, don't even, I won't. I don't want to have to cut through them mental barricades of, you know, hey, I'm a good guy, trust me, I'm not weird. I just want to say hi and I'm curious about you because you're beautiful. You know, if I'm getting early signs of hell no, then I'm gonna go with that. But or if I get just if I'm privy to overhearing a conversation. So this is one example, and I talked about this live. I went live this last time I was on the bell line, and I don't remember if I had the whole thing I said on camera, but I know I started to talk about it. Cut my camera off, but there were these two really cute, sexy, looked to be Ethiopian type girls. I don't know what they were, but and specifically because Ethiopians can look a million different ways. I'm talking about the Habesha type, which quite frankly look like me. You know, they have the similar feet. Like every time I go around Habesha Ethiopians, they think I'm Ethiopian. And these were some real cuties. They were beautiful. But I will say one of them, both of them, here's the thing. So in the face, they were very pretty. No, they're just, there it is. Pretty face, right? Body-wise, they were a reflection of some of the same stuff I was just talking about with people having all these health issues. Like, they weren't seriously overweight, but they had that kind of body fat that for now, yeah, you look fine, you just look thick, curvy, whatever, but it's kind of sloppy. Like, with all them creamy lasagna meals you eating, get that mess about not even 2 years, one more year, be big as a house, you know. And they just had that real, it's a certain walk that I call the lazy I know I'm fine walk. And that turns into I'm lazy, I still think I'm fine, but now I'm fat and I wonder why don't nobody talk to me no more. Or the few who do talk to me are the dudes who act like I should be happy somebody's talking to me because you know you're overweight, right? Like you're lucky if anybody even approach you no more. So they had this look like they're not, like I say, they're not there yet. They weren't fully blown up and all that, but they were on the way. And I was, I wasn't even trying to like, I'm not no damn stalker. I was just I walked fast. They were way ahead of me, but I was gaining on them because I naturally walk fast. So when I noticed them, I said, okay, I'm gonna slow down enough so I can assess this situation because they were talking real loud. So it wasn't even like I had tried to listen to their conversation. They were loud and kind of ratchet, and you could just hear everything they were saying. And I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, but do I even want to bother? Because the more I heard, the more I was turned off. Like, first I kept hearing one of them dropping the N-bomb every other second. I said, okay, my beautiful black women. Oh boy, I mean, the way they were talking sounded like two ratchet dudes talking about, yeah, did end this, did end that. And then I went to end. I said, God dang. And she just kept saying it. The cutest one of the two, the one that would get the most attention because of her shape. She had a big old boo-boo-boo-boo. She had the badonka-donka. And like there was even a little group of teenage boys passed by him, and one of them tripped over his boy. And they all giggling as they walked by, looking back, and I was thinking, yeah, it will do that. But that was what they looked like. They had that look that turned some damn heads, right? And they knew it. Like I say, it's that like I say, the lazy I'm fine walk. They had that whole thing. But it's kind of over exaggerated too because so what? You look good, and I'm hearing you, and I'm like, yeah, but your energy is way off. Like you ratchet. I don't like that ratchet shit. It's not attractive. You know what I'm saying? You can have a little edge in you, or as people say, a little ratchet because of your circumstances, how you may have came up. But did you refine yourself? Have you grown? Are you evolving? And these were both like I had to. At least I would guess they were 25 and up. That's the other thing I find real interesting with all this hard drinking and smoking. It ages you early. So a woman that should be looking 30 is actually freaking 45 in the face. Because I mean, she is 30 and she's looking 45 in the face because of how she drinking and smoking and then all that energy of even how you express yourself. If you all ratchet and edgy and crazy. And the one that was talking the most was obviously talking about dudes she had dated and how she was disappointed with how they were treating her or how they didn't do whatever she wanted them to do. And everything had that sound like, he didn't do this and he didn't do it. Girl, I was so done. You need to understand, I'm this and I can get that. And I said, okay. So, so by the time I heard enough of that, I was like, the little bit of me that said, when I first saw them, let me walk up next to them. As I'm passing by, if I turn my head to the side and I like what I see in the face, I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing or something. I'm just gonna see how their energy is. But by the time I got close enough to hear all of that, it was over. It was over. Nothing more to say. Nothing. No interest whatsoever. I'm not wasting time. I'm damn sure that if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. You know what I'm saying? Yo, does it smell like boo boo? It's hey, what my man Kendrick saying that song? Boo boo. I love it. Boo boo. Exactly. That's what the hell that is. Leave it alone. I kept on stepping. And it was funny too because when I passed them, they were talking all loud. As soon as I walked by, I heard them get so quiet, like they were checking me out. And I just laughed. And then I stopped to do something, and they got ahead of me on the path. And I told you, I walked fast, so I ended up walking fast enough to go past them again. And this time, you could hear them get quiet and say something, mumble something like, girl, he following us or something, something kind of mess. And I just laughed because I was thinking, and he ain't said nothing. Because I'm not going to say nothing. Because you're not speakable. I don't want to talk to no ratchet ass. I don't care how cute you are, baby. You ratchet as hell. And I'm not after you. I know you think I'm following you. I could care less. I just happen to walk fast. And that's the other thing. Like, people get all in their head about, because they so, egotistical. They think somebody's sweating them, they sweating me. And I know that feeling, being, as an attractive guy. I actually tell myself all the time, man, let me not assume this woman's trying to flirt with me, man. Let me assume that. But what'd be funny is every time I do that, They'll do something real drastic to let me know, oh, that's exactly what this is. So I've learned not to doubt myself when that happens. But also, again, looks ain't everything. So if somebody can be afraid of how you look, don't mean they really, really into you per se. Come on, give that bright light on. You just a walking target. Good God. That's right. Get your son. 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 Them are wearing the same thing. I thought that was the enemy coming back to spawn. Alright, blood spray as you get my health back. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Oh yeah. Mm. Love it. Oh my gosh. Here we come. It's a Beats Incorporated. And we winning too. Let's keep it up. Come on, team. Always cover the back with them entrances. You're setting up the trap. Yeah. Now. Move on. Move on. There we go. Mm-hmm.
I wish you a good evening.
Y'all, let's see if we can keep this victory spree. Uh-oh. Somebody bucking already. What's up? What's up? That fool. Yo, I really want to play that Star Wars Outlaw. I'm so fiending for that game. if anybody has the pockets to purchase that for Honest, we have it on our registry at Amazon. And you can get that. Oh, I didn't know who that was. And you can get the registry link via most of our videos now, but especially the one from Amicalola Falls. I'm directing people to that one because I know I put it in that one. I can't seem to remember some of the other videos I put the link in, but it's a QR code that takes you straight to our Amazon registry. Just like when people get married and graduations and stuff, they have a registry. We have a QR code that'll take you straight there so that you can support the channel, support this 501c3 nonprofit arts and related entertainment-based lifestyle brand organization, HonestCon. So you get it all back if you got it. If you're a big baller, you can help us out. And you want to see me play through it. Some people, I'm like that. Actually, just right now, I have time to play my games. But I was on set like I sometimes can be when I'm in the film bed doing my thing. Oh, snap. Yeah, they got me. You work all day. You're doing 10 to 12, 13, 14-hour days. Money's good, but when you get home, you're exhausted, and all you want to do on the weekend is just chill out. You might play a game. So when I got time like this, my schedule's open to where I'm doing my other side gigs. I got time to play, and I know people who don't have time to play, who want to play, and they like watching videos of other people play because it's for them. It's just as relaxing. Some people don't have to play it themselves to enjoy it. So if you like watching playthroughs, I'm your guy. Let me play through it. But you got to get us the game. We need that donation. Gift the game to Honest Con. Like I say, it's called Star Wars Outlaws. It's a lot like Cyberpunk 2077, but in Star Wars, to me. At least that's what I gathered from the previews of it. It just looked like a dream come true, like Star Wars meets Cyberpunk 2077. Two of my favorite things of all time in one game should be, and I want to play it so bad. So, and also my birthday is coming up, September 9th. You know what I'm saying? If you want to gift the proprietor of HonestCon, the president, that'd be me, and support the network and support our ability to get more views, more subscribers, because people go and watch that whatever the hottest new game is. And I hate that every time something new comes out, by the time I get it, I still get views, but I don't get that blast of views I would have gotten if I had been one of the first people to post it on YouTube. And that really is an elite club at least that's the way the algorithm makes it. But it's always about maybe 10 major channels that will pick a really hot game that's new, focus on it for about a month, and they get all the love. They get all the love. Like when Cyberpunk made its comeback, I had already been playing, but I still didn't have those numbers because there were people who had been playing it even when it was glitchy, like super glitchy when it first came out, and they still were getting all the views. Even when it came back, they were getting all the views. So I already know the same thing's gonna happen with Star Wars and all these other games that are hidden now and on into Christmas. Like, if you're lucky enough to have a budget to play them, and some of these folks, I mean, they've been doing it long enough. That's all they do. They focus on just gaming. So they're official brand ambassadors. They get the game early play, straight from the manufacturer and all that. Because they know when they say they are influencer, they mean it. Like, they got them hundreds of thousands of followers, some of them millions, and people watch their stuff. They decide whether or not they're gonna play it or watch a game. Or buy a game. So manufacturers know that, and they supply them with the game. All I can say to that is, if anybody watches our content, you never know who's watching. You're with the manufacturer, and you want to get your game seen, especially if it's a smaller studio. Hey, we with that. I'm all about the little guy, little guy. We here to promote y'all. Like, I wish that when this game first came out, somebody gave me early access, in-kind donation of complimentary game. Man, as much as I love this game, I would have been all over it. all over. They snuck. They got me. They got that sculpture gets me every damn time. I always think it's somebody. Oh, you get on my nerves. Oh, here we go. Come on. Step into my lair. The trapdoor spider. Step into it. Ready. There you go. I know how to use the crowbar. Best weapons you can have. Look at what you're doing with it. Sucker. Oh, oh, oh. Know how I got away, but I did. Yeah. I'm not gonna lose this match. Come on, team. Yep, we lost this one.
A good evening to you.
Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Check our playlist, you'll see it. Shout out to this phone. Real West Coast grooves. Pookie effing rude. That's an entertaining dude right there. If you ain't heard it, check it out. Check it out. Sound might be kind of scrambled coming through this here mic, I know. But that's kind of on purpose because I ain't trying to deal with the copyright. I'm about to right now, right now, right now. I'm about to pop my go. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Oh, dang. The mask. I'm about to go off. Right now, right now, right now. Right now, right now, right now, right now. Haha, squad. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get to it. Let's go. Shout out to LL. New album coming out in October, y'all. Damn. Parliament Funkadelic. I'm through it. That's my joint. Be blue. Shame on me. All your goodies are gone. All your goodies are Oh, nice. The whole crew gonna have a yes. That's dope. Yeah, that's a thumbnail. I gotta get this pic. 3 the hard way. Don't change. Don't nobody change your character. Cause it's gonna look so cool for us to all have them. Somebody got to change their look. He dropped out. Look at that. Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah.
Welcome back. Good morning.
této stanici probíhá evakuace. Na stanici nesmí zůstat žádný cestující. O obnovení běžného provozu služeb vás bude